In today's news, announcements from Tron, all kinds of speculation from the cryptoverse, hardware, new electricity from mining, and new profitability on old coins. But what does that have to do with the price of trading? Welcome back. My name is Seth Estrada, and if you're watching this video, you're probably on my YouTube channel, Seth Estrada. And we're going to go over the news. We haven't done this in a little while, but first off, live in 2 hours, we're going to have ourselves a little announcement from Tron. And who wouldn't be excited by that? All I'm going to say is anticipation is high. You should be seeing this video just before this launches. So hopefully it's something big. Speculation runs wild. You can see there are already 1,200 people just waiting to see what the announcement is, with all the comments that you would expect. Trolls, supporters, shills, folks who want to pump, you know, whatever, all the usual suspects. Everyone's out at the watering hole here, YouTube, for an announcement, which is kind of weird actually. Why don't we have a Steam powered live streaming platform? Why don't we do like WebRTC that then has an IPFS backbone? I don't know. But hey, if you're watching this and that becomes your idea, contact me. I require 10%. All right, so there's all kinds of speculation as to what this announcement is going to mean for cryptocurrency. Now, I'm so sorry, Miss Murthy. I don't know how to say your first name because I don't even know if that's real. It could be a pseudonym. I'm sorry. But this black hole that we're staring into, the abyss, we're on the event horizon, wondering what the TRX team is going to say. Well, any number of things could happen. Stuff from Twitter. We're getting comments from Twitter. Magnificent project, solid as the best companies if they want to be winners, because hold the currency. Congratulations, Justin. You know, who can argue with logic like that? Moving on, Asus has announced a new motherboard, and you can tell from the looks back here. There we go. It's on the H370 chipset, meaning that is for the latest generation Intel processors, socket LGA 1151. So if you're using older generation Intel Core processors, it's a no-go because it's a H370 board. Rather, there should be some backwards compatibility, but you know what I mean. It's intended for the latest generation. You got your typical CPU power up here, but what's this? You've got 3 24-pin connectors. Why would they have that? Because this is for mining. Several fan headers right here, right there, leads right there, right there, right there, 4-pin connectors to control fan speed and also to synchronize boot with between all the different PSUs, as well as the 24-pin connectors that synchronize power on between 3 separate PSUs. So if you want to use traditional power supplies to power up all of your mining GPUs, you can. And down here, oh, those aren't USB ports. I mean, technically, in hardware, yes, they are actually. But you know what I'm talking about. They're actually for USB 3 PCIe extension cables, so you don't have to worry about the little part that's the 1X. You know what? The one I'm talking about that always gets you in trouble and the contacts always touch and it makes your life a headache. Well, that's all gone. And there are 20 connectors here. And of course, with the latest generation of Intel processors, all 20 of those PCI Express lanes can be used for cards, as long as they're only taking up that 1X slot. Right here, there's an additional 16X slot, so you can put in a full card there, or you can put in some other accessory, because the Intel Core i5, Core i7, even the Celeron is going to support onboard graphics, and you've already got a DVI and HDMI port there, so you can just drive it from the onboard graphics. So pretty cool stuff. Highly recommend you look at it. It's by Asus, called the H370 Mining Master, if you read upside down. There it is. Couple of headers right there for SATA 3 ports. There is really no M.2 port here, but frankly, for this kind of a board, you don't really need it. It's not going to be the make or break of your mining rig. Couple of slots there. They each support 16 gig DIMMs of DDR4 memory. Total system capacity of 32 gigs of RAM, which in today's world, even for workstation use, like for video editing and content creation, it's actually enough. So this could do one of a couple of things. I'm going to talk to you about that in just a minute here. But down at the bottom, this is the best part. What's this? a reset button and a start button that are actually clearly marked as reset and start. And then post codes right there. So the motherboard will tell you everything you need to know without having to build it up. Yeah, sure, there are headers for you to plug it into a larger case, but if you're into mining, wow, you just don't need that, right? You can set this right on top of a piece of foam and it's ready to go. And then just plug in your USB extensions right there. I think it's going to be a phenomenal purchase when it hits the market. I don't know what the price point is right now, but look for a link in the description if I can find it at retail right now. I'll try to get you link you to the best possible price. So look for that down below. Moving on, Quebec. Yes, that's how it's pronounced, folks. Let's be culturally sensitive. Quebec is lifting the moratorium on energy sales to crypto miners, meaning that if you wanted to mine crypto before and you lived in Quebec, poor soul that you were, whether you spoke English or French, they didn't care. They just told you that energy utilities would not sell to you if you admitted that you were doing crypto mining. But the dark ages are over, and that is no more. So now there's more power for you, more power to you. Haha, get it? Anyway, you can start mining again. Grestle coin. It's back. One day volume goes way up, which means it's profitable to mine, right? Okay, let's use our example right here. Wait, that looks negative. Let's look at a stacked ranking here for the Zen, our 9 GPU turnkey mining box that we sell at shop.mineyour.biz. So 500 mega hash per second nominal on Ethereum and over almost 16 kilohash on Kryptonite V7 nominal. High numbers on Echo Hash as well. But let's take a look. We've got Grestle coin activated down here. Grestle. It's at the top, right? We're still going. There's Verge. Bye, Verge. There's Grestle coin. Hey. Whatever. If you live in Prague, you can now buy Bitcoin via ATM. Yes, it's true. 10 brand new Bitcoin ATMs in Prague. Who isn't proud of living in Prague? I don't know, but if you weren't before, you should be now, because you can buy Bitcoin on the subway. Speaking of which, if you live in the United States, let's take a look at where exactly you can find Bitcoin ATMs, or you can find any crypto ATMs. Clearly, Bitcoin isn't the only game in town, but according to coinatmradar.com, the number of ATMs across the United States is 1962, a good vintage. 1962. So if you're in a major metropolitan area, chances are you can buy Bitcoin with cash at a Bitcoin ATM. Now, why does this matter? It matters because of anonymity. Why does anonymity matter? Actually, that'll take too long. We're not going to talk about it in this video, but you can buy Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies from an ATM near you. Speaking of which, here is openbitcoinatm.wordpress.com. Here are plans to create your own Bitcoin ATM. Now, it's a little bit outdated, and I don't know if this is what you're going to find at your local cryptocurrency ATM, but it's going to cost you less than $1,000 to make, and there are instructions for it right here, as well as a great GitHub repo with all the code that you'll need. Last but not least, let's talk about 51% attacks. Now, if you didn't already see it, let me go ahead and pop this open. We should be able to see it. While that's loading up, 51% attacks are also popping up left and right. Now, I don't know about all these other headlines here, but 51% attacks are causing serious problems. There was Verge, there was Bitcoin Gold to the tune of over $18 million, and others, but frankly kind of don't matter that much. But let's look at Crypto51.app. Crypto51.app was apparently some enterprising soul decided the world needs to know and made a website that draws info from various live sources to show us real time the percent likelihood that you could use NiceHash to execute a proof of work 51% attack. That's what that percentage off to the right is. And of course, if you could, whether or not it's literally possible, what it would cost on NiceHash. Now with Bitcoin, of course, Bitcoin is the king daddy of all crypto, and a 1 hour 51% attack would cost you almost $700,000. On Ethereum, you're below $500,000, but not by much, about $376,000. Bitcoin Cash, under $100K. And as you go down this list, you'll find there are some familiar faces that wouldn't cost that much to disrupt very, very badly, and for whom it would be very possible to use NiceHash to execute that attack. Game Credits is on the list. More than 1,000% possible to do that with NiceHash. Same with Bitcoin Private, Bitcoin Gold. Now, I don't believe that anybody in NiceHash has a record of that happening, being the way that the Bitcoin Gold network was exploited before or earlier this month. And my condolences to the Bitcoin Gold team. You may recall from my video on the Z9 Mini Bitcoin miner, or Bitmain miner, Antminer, that I congratulated the Bitcoin Gold team for taking a stance. Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Private, and others, those Equihash communities and Equihash projects that took a stance and said we are not going to allow for ASICs to dominate mining on our networks. I really appreciate what you did. And this is why I was against ASIC mining. And you may be saying, well, hey, Seth, you know what? Hash power is hash power is hash power. And on some level, you're right. I can't disagree with you. However, the tendency towards ASICs means a trend towards greater centralization of network hash power. So if there are large mining farms that are controlled by fewer entities, then the likelihood of them growing towards 51% actually increases. I hope that doesn't make me sound paranoid. I mean, after all, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean that the bad guys aren't out to get you. So let's protect against that. Now, with some of these, let's just take a brief look here. Back up the list. We've got Dash on the list. And what I really wanted to talk about was the fact that Dash, Dash is kind of more known currently for masternodes, right? Everybody wanted a Dash masternode last year when they saw that the price was going to go through the roof. Now it's kind of a pipe dream, right? But frankly, for the mere cost of double the network hash rate that NiceHash offers, so this is, again, it's technically impossible using NiceHash, but for the mere cost of double the hash rate that NiceHash offers, you could control the Dash network for 1 hour for just under $12,000. And compared to the price of a masternode, it's kind of a steal. The list goes on, guys, and there are some coins, of course, lesser known coins with smaller market caps, such as Zeta Coin, where it's clearly more than 1,000,000% possible, because it would cost you less than exactly $1. Same with Bata, Start Coin, Halcyon, World Coin. Apparently, Wall Street is experiencing brain drain to crypto. Yeah, that's right. The youngest, best, and brightest, I won't just say the best and brightest, but the youngest, best, and brightest appear to be leaving Wall Street, and some of the best firms around the world in London, New York, and across the globe in order to trade crypto. Why? Because even if you're well paid on Wall Street, if you can earn as much in a single day of trading as you would over a year of commissions for working on somebody else's portfolio or working at your firm, I mean, come on. Who wouldn't take that trade-off? I want to talk to you about a couple other coins in the near future. In the meantime, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for pressing the subscribe button. Thank you for hitting the bell icon so you're notified when new videos come out. You're the reason I make these videos. I love your face. I'll see you in the next one.